A planned New Year's work stoppage by PSV operators a no-go. All appears ready for New Year's celebrations. And coming up in sports, Deandra Doughton makes the ICC Women's ODI Team of the Year.
Credible, balanced, committed. This is the CBC Evening News.
Good evening, I'm Shane Jones, leading the news at 7. A threatened work stoppage by public service vehicle operators has been averted. The operators have vowed to take vehicles off the road on Wednesday and Thursday over a number of grievances, including a notice that a new dress code for PSV drivers and conductors would come into effect from Wednesday. Now, Ministry and Transport Authority officials met with PSV owners and operators for about 2 hours in a hastily called session earlier today at the ministry's Pine headquarters. Now, after the talks, Minister of the Ministry in the Ministry, Peter Phillips, said the PSV operators now have until March 1st to comply.
For the most part, there was a lot of misinformation out there. And through the efforts of Mr. Lee, Mr. Raphael, and dialogue with the Transport Authority, we were able to set those, to clarify those particular issues and so on. And we look forward going into, we recognize, as a matter of fact, you know, we are all agreed, all parties are agreed that uniforms are necessary, all parties are agreed that there's a level of indiscipline within the sector, which, and they've agreed to work together. We've agreed to work together to root out this bad behavior.
Taxpayers will have another few days to take advantage of the ongoing tax amnesty. That's because the Barbados Revenue Authority has extended its tax deadline, giving them until Friday. BRA's Manager of Communications and PR, Carolyn Williams-Gale, says the taxes eligible for waiver of penalty and interest are VAT, land tax, income tax, PAYE, and corporation tax. The deadline date was originally today.
Over the last week, we have seen increased foot traffic at our locations in relation to persons applying for the amnesty. We do want taxpayers to benefit from participating in the program, as it will allow them to save on their outstanding tax bills, as all of the penalties and interest will be waived once the principal is paid in full. Some persons have also indicated the need for time to secure financing, and accordingly, an extension for the program has been granted until the end of this week.
The Barbados Water Authority and the Barbados Workers Union have signed a new pensions agreement that will see the authority paying 100% of the contributions. Now, the two signed the agreement this morning at the BWA's Pine St. Michael headquarters. The pensions agreement has been in negotiation for the past 6 years, and General Manager of the BWA, Keith Roy Halliday, says they are pleased to be able to finally make it a reality.
Over the last 6 years, we've been trying to deal with an issue with respect to our employees and the pension plan. And with the new administration over the last 6 months, we have successfully managed to pull this thing together. What has effectively 6 years, the new board has assisted us along with other trustees and counterparts, and including the union and some of our staff, to be able to get this pension plan completed within the last 6 months. So we're very, very grateful, and we recognize all of the individuals involved. We certainly recognize our staff and the efforts, and we recognize the board particularly for their support, overwhelming support in driving this particular activity.
Meanwhile, General Secretary of the Barbados Workers Union, Senator Tony Moore, says the union is happy that the workers will be able to benefit from that new agreement.
Of course, from a union's perspective, this is a fundamental part of what we see as comprising decent work, because social protection in any form, and pension is a part of that, is important to securing workers in their work, and not only in their work, but providing for them after they have work. So today is a very proud moment for us. One may wonder why it has taken as long as 6 years, or as I'm saying, more than. What were the complexities involved? and there were none really except the will to have it done.
Barbados Water Authority Chairman Leodine Worrell is confident that this time next year there will be no need to distribute buckets to the people of St. Joseph or any other communities now affected by water issues, because most of the distribution problems would have been solved. The chairman made the bold comment during a media conference this morning at the BWA's Pine St. Michael headquarters.
This board commits to, together with the assistance of the management, staff, and union, is that by December 2019, I will not be handing out buckets on Christmas Eve in St. Joseph and in St. Thomas. We will not have the number of calls that we have had. We are working as a unit and as a team to ensure that Christmas next year will not find the parishes of St. Thomas, St. John, St. Joseph, St. Andrew, and any parish in Barbados without water.
Over the next 24 hours, people will be ringing in the new year in a variety of ways. Last week, we took a look at how Barbadians celebrate with church and a few new spots. Tonight, we have our eyes on some of the more popular options in the last few years. First up is First Light, with a brand new location this year. Promoter Chris John says they've outgrown the East Point St. Philip location. Now he's expecting 3,000 to 4,000 patrons for this year's breakfast cooler party, and that's the reason they've taken it to the north, Rockfield, St. Lucie.
We've added a few elements. We've certainly added more toilets. We've added a bigger stage. We've added a couple of elements inside, like a new easy pass zone, so we make it easier for some of our patrons who want to be able to avoid the long lines, get in quicker, have a semi-partially covered area elevated. So there are a couple of little additives that we put in. We also, for the first time, have live entertainment on stage. We have Little Rick, who's going to ring in the first sunlight. So he's going to come on at 6 a.m. And that's also very new to us because we haven't had a live performer on this particular event before.
This is the 4th edition of the First Light event, and John says it's a party for everyone.
It's designed around being able to do whatever you want to do for the 12 o'clock ring-in. You know, if you want to go to church, you want to go watch the fireworks, you want to watch it on TV, you just want to spend some close quality time with your family, dinner or whatever, and then 2 a.m., you can leave whatever you're doing, pack your cooler with your own drinks, whatever. Especially in this economical situation, we positioned it as the party that can work for everyone.
The celebrations at the Barbados Hilton have been a staple for Barbadians with their signature beachside fireworks. And Director of Sales and Marketing Tracy Jones says this year's event, Spellbound, A Night Under the Stars, isn't one to miss.
We're taking the event back onto the beach. We'll have the entertainment by Elan Trotman and friends, featuring vocalist Marissa Lindsay. This is the first time, I believe, Elan will be performing in Barbados for All Year's Night. In previous years, I think he's done I'd say the world. But certainly this year, he is happy to be performing here with us, and he'll be going back in time, coming up from the 70s up to current music, and he'll be taking us right down to the countdown.
Well, Copacabana Beach Club is the venue for Bliss this year, and one of the directors, Anthony Roberts, says Bliss on the Beach is an option for people to do something on New Year's Day instead of Old Year's Night.
People actually wanted us to come back with our New Year's Eve event, but we didn't think it was fair because there were so many other events that have become established on New Year's Eve. And there was actually nothing ready to do on New Year's Day after the morning parties, like First Light. So we said, let's just have the same kind of concept that we have for the summer, but have it on the beach and a little more casual and more fun. And that's what it's about. It's the same all-inclusive event. We still got the same premium liquor, the same premium cuisine. We have the same host of chefs that we have in summer. But we've transported that concept from the land to the sea. And you know Caribbean people love the sea.
Well, whether you're on the sea or on the land, Old Year's Night or New Year's Day, have a good time and be safe. And with the new year approaching, Barbadians have been sharing their resolutions, hopes and wishes for 2019.
I'm looking forward to share and care for others and to make sure that I look after my health in a way that will be pleasing to God.
For 2019, basically to improve myself and, health-wise, because I'm not getting any younger, and probably, academically, maybe do a course here or there, improve my skills, but generally self-improvement as usual.
Just giving thanks for life and make sure everything right in your health, and hope for the best next year. All I could do. Anything else you could do. Put God first and everything should be good.
I'm hoping that things will turn around, because 2018 left me really in trouble with finances.
My resolution for next year is have a closer walk with God. That's what I want to do. All right? And my expectations, well, we have seen a change in the year. This year has been up and down, and so we're praying and trusting that in the new year that there would be a change in attitudes of persons and also in the economy.
I would like to see a better Barbados. I would like to see people come together more. Help one another instead of one corridor one another. That's the honest truth. That's all it is.
And some countries across the globe have already welcomed the new year. Cities in Asia and Australia have been celebrating with some spectacular displays. Let's watch.
These are pictures from Hong Kong. It is just hit past midnight here. This is the New Year's party. The fireworks going off in the harbour there, this view from Hong Kong. Wow, look at those fireworks there. The latest region to bid goodbye to 2018 and say hi to 2019. And a little bit earlier, I want to show you what it looked like and sounded like in Sydney, Australia. And then around about an hour ago, these were the scenes in North Korea.
The end of the year is always a time for introspection and evaluation. Now, in doing so, there is much to be gained when we step back and take into consideration the views of our visitors. Our Sherwood McCaskey, while preparing a documentary, caught up with a family in Foul Bay, St. Philip.
The Ross family from Wales has been visiting Barbados annually for more than 20 years. Their opinions and views about the transitioning of this island do matter. So while they continue to enjoy the natural beauty, they do have their concerns, as expressed by James Mapstone.
We love the culture and the history behind it, and we feel opportunities are being missed, such as the development of some of the buildings could be brought in a bit faster, hopefully with this new Prime Minister, Prime Minister Motley, in the hope that they could regenerate the Empire Film Studios in Bridgetown. It would be an asset to the community. We could use it as a museum to show the history. We could do some development of a smaller cinema, and even Farley Hill. It's a wonderful opportunity to be grasped.
He laments what he regards as the previous state of nothingness of this island and hopes that Barbados never returns to such. He is eager to be part of any plans to take Barbados forward.
If we're a nation in Barbados that we do nothing, then nothing gets done. It seems that everything has been, opportunities have been missed, but I do think we could catch up and bring it full circle. Hopefully, in the near future, that's what the government of Barbados will grasp hold of and do. You have to have vision and you have to have determination to carry on. And I think the people of Barbados want to see some change now. They want to go forward. And I would throw my right arm at it. I would give everything be part of that.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi, I'm James.
Hi, I'm Ella.
And I'm Jeffrey, and we're the Ross family from Wales. And we'd like to wish everyone
a
prosperous New Year.
Sherwood McCaskey, CBC News.